Hey everybody, this is GGB. We're coming back in this. It's gonna be the second quarter. It stopped for some reason. It had a weird glitch, and I don't know if those 18 seconds are gonna go off the clock or if they're gonna stay on the clock before they snap it. But I didn't want to miss a play here, and this is actually a very important play for the American Steelers. On the Mountain West side of the 50 on their 40-yard line, uh, and they have a chance to tie the game here. Yeah, actually, the clock is stopped. I don't know why the clock is stopped, but they have a chance to tie the game. Kyle Allen goes empty set here. He drops back to pass. He has time. He looks. He fires. And the catch is made. My guy, I believe it is Cole Beasley. I might be wrong. Is it Cole Beasley? I don't know. Cole Beasley normally doesn't have the little X on him. Travis Kelce. Sorry. Travis Kelce with the big play down the field, and he's a matchup nightmare. No one is going to be able to cover him, and definitely not Tashawn Gibson Sr. is going to be able to cover him. And I told you, this could be a lot closer game than most people think, because last year, the Mountain West Saints did kind of blow them out of the water. They kind of destroyed them. I think it could be a different team this year. Kyle Allen is a lot more poised of a quarterback, especially after the year he's coming off of, than Case Keenum. Still have the same weapons. And the defense is extremely solid for the American Conference. We've seen that on 2 of the 3 drives, stopping the offense before it really has much time to do anything. Let's see what they do here. I think it might be a run this time to Marlon Mack. I'm pretty sure it's Marlon Mack in the backfield. Actually, goes play action here. He gets hit while he's throwing it. That causes an accurate pass. It was intended for Robbie Anderson. That was going to be his first catch, but great pressure on that play by that pretty solid defensive line for the Mountain West Saints. I think it's going to be extremely interesting how this defense handles this red zone, because the last time they were in the red zone, they got a pick. Kyle Allen has been extremely solid outside of that one play. And I think it's going to be interesting if Kyle Allen can pick him apart down here. So let's see what Kyle does. The 2nd and 10, big play. Got to get a little bit closer. They go draw here. This time I believe it is to Antonio Gibson. Yep. Antonio Gibson gets 7 yards on the play. And again, he's been weirdly productive. I didn't expect him to see the field much, except for like on kickoff returns and punt returns and stuff like that. But he's seen the field plenty in this game. Latavius Murray has yet to see the field. Just a really interesting 3rd and 3. Kyle Allen's going empty set here. It's all going to be all on Kyle. They bring a little blitz, and he throws it accurately to the ground. But at least they're going to be able to get points on this drive. And it's something that I don't know if it happened last year for the American Steelers. I think they got some points. But an early 7-3 deficit is not bad. Chris Boswell... no, who's their kicker? It's not Chris Boswell. Matthew Prater. I don't know why I thought it was Chris Boswell. Probably because the Steelers. But I believe that's Keenum holding. Prater kicks. It's good. And it's a 4-point lead for the Mountain West Saints. I didn't expect it to be this close after the first quarter. I expected the Mountain West Saints to kind of run away with it. But again, this is only one overall difference here between these two teams. So it's really going to come down to who's a better coach. I believe overall Sean Payton's a better overall head coach, but who knows? Mike Tomlin can win in these little matches where you don't score that many points, and especially with a quarterback like Kyle Allen. This is the game you want if you're an American Saints fan. It really kind of is what it's really what you want is a low-scoring affair. Rashad Penny takes the return. He brings it up to about the 30-yard line, so they got 5 extra yards on that return than they would have. Next to Rashad Penny, 30-yard return on the play. And Josh Allen takes the field, and I have to say, I don't know how Rashad Penny celebrated that sideline, and I don't know why Nick Bodden's coming on the field, but I've been rather impressed with, I don't know, I've been rather impressed with the American defense, I should say that. But Josh Allen's been a little bit disappointing. Davante Adams, Jacob Hollister, both have been pretty productive targets, in my opinion. But Josh has not been getting the ball to them very well. So let's see what they do on 1st and 10. Might be a run here to Rashad Penny. He's honestly a pretty solid back for this team. I think if they run the ball a little bit more, they could be surprised by what the production they get out of Rashad Penny. He has a lot of burst. He has Nice juke moves. And he's not going to be the guy that's going to run it down your throat. That's what you're going to hope. That's what you're going to hope Alexander Madison can provide you down the stretch, because that's definitely something you're going to need against the Big Ten. But Josh Allen steps back to throw. He scrambles a little bit out of the pocket. He's going to run here, and he picks up a first down and a lot more, but he fumbles, but it's out of bounds, so it doesn't make a huge difference. Just a little bit of a fumble there, but big time play. I think it was about 15 yards on the rush. So, yeah, big time play by Josh Allen. He probably should have just gone out of bounds there, but the fumble's not a huge deal because it goes straight out of bounds. Got to be more careful with that ball, though, Josh Allen. And you don't want to end up giving the ball to the American Steelers and the way the offense has been playing on your own side of the 50. But they go, I think, 2 tight ends set here, and I think this might be a run to Rashad Penny. Otherwise, it's going to be play action. Actually, it's play action. Josh is doing, I don't know what. I honestly don't know what Josh was doing there. He probably should have. He gets a yard, but what? What are you doing, Josh? I mean, he had a lot of time. It's not like he was rushed. There was no one really coming at him there. It was a little bit confusing to me, but 2nd and 9. Let's see what they do here. Looks like they have one tight end in Jacob Hollister. The American Steelers bring a blitz. He throws on the run to Davante Adams, who goes on a nice little out route and picks up about 6 yards to make it a 3rd and 3. They're a little bit more manageable. I think if I'm throwing it, it's got to be Jacob Hollister, you got to think, right? He's been so productive early on. He's a big target. And if not, Davante Adams could probably get it on a curl. But I think the target's got to be Hollister here. And I really do believe that. Okay, or they can go run, and Rashad Penny can pick it up with ease. Just the push that offensive line got was pretty impressive, I got to say. Derek Wolfe with the tackle. And the American Steelers have not had as much pressure as I'd expect them to early on here against Josh Allen. The defensive line, just looking at it, it should be pretty much owning this offensive line, with the only really good player on it, the offensive line being Joel Bitonio, and you have players like Matthew Ioannidis and Derek Wolfe, some really talented pass rushers. So it's going to be interesting. I think this isn't going to be a run here. This is normally a typical set, 3 wide receivers. They have 1 tight end, and Jacob Hollister. He throws it, and it's going to be, I think, the first catch for, that wasn't Michael Gallup, so who is it? Is it, Rashard Higgins. I don't know why. He was the number 3 receiver, and he slipped my mind, but big play by Rashard Higgins. And the Mountain West is methodically going down this field. Has been pretty impressive so far. Trying to answer the American Steelers, and Rashard Higgins made a great. This is a good decision by Josh Allen, but that should be a tackle right there, and Rashard Higgins able to not get tackled. Sorry, I don't know why that slipped my head, but yeah, this has been a really productive drive for the Mountain West Saints so far. I think I just expected them to be game changers, and it just hadn't been so far. Ooh, he throws that. That was a dangerous pass. That was in traffic. But Rashard Higgins catches another pass. So, yeah, I've loved how the Mountain West Saints have been spreading the ball a little bit. Hollister was involved early, and then it was Davante Adams for a little bit, and then there's a little bit now of Rashard Higgins' time. And I think that's good. It's a good job of spreading this offense, this ball around for this offense. And I don't know. I'm really impressed with how they've been doing it so far. Rashard Higgins, it's just solid. They're going to go pass here. Oh, but it's going to be a sack. But I believe Matthew Ioannidis. Yeah, there we go, my guy. I love Matthew Ioannidis in real life. So brings up a big 3rd and 8. They go play action here. I really thought they should have gone run. Rashad Penny's been really lighting it up on the ground. Don't exactly know why they went past there, but it didn't turn out to work out for them. And Matthew Ioannidis with the big sack. Let's go, my guy. Matthew Ioannidis with the sack. That could have been a rule of fumble, but in Madden, if they fumble it and it's not called a fumble and no one grabs it, that's not going to be a big thing. So Josh Allen goes empty set here. If they want to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive, they got to get a first down here. He's forever to read. Oh, he throws an inaccurate pass, really, Jacob Hollister, and he's just looked a little off here. Josh is normally known for his big arm, and they really haven't taken any shots early on. And he's been a little bit inaccurate in the short route. So, but Jason Sanders comes on the field to kick this. Not that long field goal, really. Just a little bit of chip shot, and Jason Sanders makes it, and it's a 7-point game still. But, I mean, if you're an American Steelers fan, I feel like you would take being down 7 points in the second quarter, considering that they went down 14-0 rather quickly, I believe, in the first quarter, and it got worse. So, that was in Pittsburgh. You had home field advantage, and this time you're traveling to the Saints. You're the underdog. You've never won in the wild card weekend. And you're holding with this team that a lot of, at least me, I expect this Mountain West team could go rather far, maybe to the conference championship. I think there's a lot of high hopes for this Mountain West team this year, and you're hanging right in there with them. And Antonio Gibson with the return, he's going to take it to around the 26-yard line or 27-yard line, as Madden rules it, and Kyle Allen's going to get another chance to tie this ball game up. And I mean, the defense has kept them in this game, yes, but the offense has been playing rather well. I mean, they only have 3 points, yes, but they've had the ball 3 times. They've gotten, out of those 3 times, they got to the red zone. I don't know if they got it twice. I don't know if the field goal was taken in the red zone, but they got the chip shot field goal, and you had the one where you're on the goal line and you threw a pick. So, I mean, the offense has been able to move the ball. It's just they haven't been able to punch it in the end zone. Maybe that changes here on this drive. I think this is going to end up being a handoff to Marlon Mack. Actually, yep, no, I was right. Handoff, Marlon Mack. No, I was right. I called it. You bring 2 tight ends on the field. Really, they've only passed to Jordan Akins once, and that was on the first drive, the first play of the game, actually. They went to Jordan Akins. Other than that, they haven't really gone to him. I feel Cole Beasley has really been the man here early on, and I feel like that's going to continue on this drive. But Kyle Allen goes in shotgun. He steps back to pass. He scrambles out of the pocket, throws on the run, and that's a little bit inaccurate to Travis Kelce. And I think Kyle Allen needs to not get full of himself here. Don't make the passes harder than they need to be. He could have just probably stood still and fired that pass to Travis Kelce, but he wanted to throw it on the run and just didn't end up. Another kind of big third down for this American Steelers offense. They were lucky to hold them to a field goal last time to the Mountain West. I don't know if they can do that again, especially if the defense is constantly on the field. Got to pick up this first down. Let's see what Kyle Allen was able to do here. He steps back in the pocket. He throws to Travis Kelce, but he is quickly tackled by Leighton Vander Esch. He's the number 2 middle linebacker, so he sees the field and he makes a big play. 2 tackles already for Leighton Vander Esch. You can see that linebacker depth is actually it's pretty good for the Mountain West Saints. You have players like Bobby Wagner, obviously Leighton Vander Esch. You have Shaquil Barrett, and there's others that I think are really solid players, and they've been making big time plays. And I've been really impressed with this linebacker corps so far for the Mountain West Saints. But the American punter to punt it off. Let's see what Rashad Penny can do with the return. He's quickly, always breaks the tackle. He gets it to about the 29-yard line, but that's about as good as you could expect on a return where he was immediately met. He returned it for, 10 more yards, and he was when he was immediately met, and he was able to break the tackle. And this is the Mountain West offense is coming back on the field, and you're an American fan. You're holding your breath right now because this defense has got to hold up. I mean, they has to. I don't know if the American Steelers are really built to come back from 17-3 or something like that. You kind of have to keep them in one possession at all times. So they actually do bring Nick Bodden on the field. Nick Bodden down. This is rare where Nick Bodden sees the field, but maybe he'll make the most of it. They go handoff to Alexander Madison. He's quickly met in the backfield by, I believe that's Bobby McCain. Not positive. No, Clayton Geathers. I'm sorry. But the American Steelers here are keeping it in the game with the Mountain West Saints. I gotta say, a little bit impressed. I didn't expect it to be this close of a game at this point in time. But really holding in there. And I'm really impressed with this American Steelers. But let's see what Sean Payton and Josh Allen and Davante Adams have dialed up for the 2nd and 11. Josh Allen is going to go shotgun here. He takes a snap. It looks like it's going to be a screen. He gets it off to Alexander Mattison, who he makes the best out of nothing. 7 yards on the play. Makes it a 3rd and 5. Still another big 3rd down for this Mountain West offense. This American Steelers defense has been really good. Really, really good early on against a Mountain West offense I expected to be really explosive with the addition of Josh Allen at quarterback. They go empty set here. Looks like 4 wide receivers and a tight end in Jacob Hollister. I think it's got to be Jacob Hollister here. He's been their most productive target so far. He fires it, to Jacob Hollister. Oh, but he doesn't get the first down. Oh, they're going to have to punt this ball away. Great tackle there by Teamer Jr. Teamer Jr. He's not a big player on this defense. He's not one of those defensive players that like Haason Reddick or Bobby McCain that you point to and is like, yeah, what a great defender. But he makes a big-time play on Jacob Hollister. And they're going to be punting this ball away. And, man, this has turned into a little bit of a defensive matchup, which I didn't expect from the Mountain West offense, that's for sure. Mountain West defense they can more than handle it against this American offense. Oh, ew. That was not a great punt. Quickly tackled, 25-yard line by Antonio Gibson. Actually, that's not Antonio Gibson. Who's that? Is Emmanuel Sanders returning it? Maybe it's Emmanuel Sanders. I don't know. I think the 17 is Emmanuel Sanders. So I guess Antonio Gibson has kickoff return duties and Emmanuel Sanders has punt return duties. But yeah, 1st and 10. I mean, you got to credit this American defense. They've been doing an absolutely phenomenal job of holding the Mountain West offense to only 10 points so far. But if you're the American defense, you have to pay that off by putting something other than 3 points on the board. You have to reward that defensive effort by putting up something. And actually, they're going to bring their fullback on the free field. I believe Bruce Miller is their fullback. They go run here to the outside, and that just is not going anywhere. Latavius Murray's first carry of the game. And all 3 running backs have now seen the field for the American. I mean, Mountain West can't even say that. I don't remember who their number 3 running back is. But he has not. He has not seen the field. It's been all Alexander Mattison and Rashad Penny so far. So Kyle Allen takes a snap back. There's a blitz, but they get it off to, I believe, Antonio Gibson on that play. And he's tackled just short of first down marker. So, again, a big 3rd down. Antonio Gibson's first catch of the game, which I got to say, he needs more catches. That's where he's the most productive. And I feel like he'd be a really productive asset for this team if you involve him in the air. So they go 2 tight end set here. It looks like they have Kelce and Jordan Akins on the field. Looks like it's Cole Beasley and Robbie Anderson on the other side. So they go run here. Ooh, what a big-time smackdown by, I believe, Tyrone Crawford. What a big-time play. A big-time play by Crawford. I mean, he was one-on-one with a guard, and no one else was really around him and a running back. And he was able to make the play on the running back, make sure he didn't get the first down. And I think this Mountain West offense is going to get the ball back. Another punt. Like, watch this. This is an amazing play by Tyrone Crawford. Yeah. Hold up your offensive lineman. Hold up that guard that you're working on. And then you make the tackle play on the running back. Big play by Tyrone Crawford. And I don't think they're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. I feel like that's a little bit too risky on your own side of the 35. Yeah. They're going to punt this ball away. They're going to do the smart thing. And it's going to go straight to Rashad Penny on this return. And he's going to be quickly tackled. Quickly met. So, again, this Mountain West offense has a long way to go down the field. And it's just been a little bit inconsistent by this offense today. You have that amazing drive down the field at the beginning of the game for the touchdown. But then you've really seen nothing since. They had that drive that was really all Rashard Higgins driving them down the field. But then nothing else really happened. So they go empty set here. I don't know if that's Rashad Penny split out wide, but I don't know what they're planning on doing here. It's an interesting play. So they brought 5 American people. The American brought 5 people on the blitz, and he finds his dump off in Jacob Hollister. Again, Jacob Hollister has been a large part of this passing game, and I've been really kind of impressed with Jacob Hollister, kind of stepping it up. He was not one of the players that I was looking out for early on. I thought Davante Adams, obviously, Michael Gallup, who gets to have a catch, by the way. Josh Allen's in shotgun. He hands it off to Rashad Penny, I believe. No, wait, the tape 1, it's Alexander Madison. And he picks up the first down. Alexander Madison has also been really involved in this offense. And actually, it just showed the statistic. The American has more yards than the Mountain West does, but it's just it's been really, really easy. I mean, it's just been, I don't know. I think the short field really helped on that touchdown drive. There's been and again, the American Steelers should drive down the field, the length of the field, and then throw a pick. So that's a large part why. So Josh Allen goes shotgun. He throws it incomplete. Great defense there by, I believe, 26 is Bobby McCain, if I'm not mistaken, on the American defense side of things. But yeah, that was intended to Michael Gallup there, and great pass breakup. 2nd and 10. That was trying to get it to Michael Gallup. Just can't happen. It's not working out. Michael Gallup's been really locked down this game. Davante Adams also has not gotten many catches. Looks like they bring 2 tight ends set here with Jacob Hollister and Nick Virgil. So they go outside run and almost pick up the first down with Rashard Penny. So 3rd and 1. It'd be nice if you're the Mountain West Saints that you stay on the field. It would be extremely good, actually, to stay on the field for these final 5 minutes. I feel like I would just go under center again and give the ball to Rashard Penny the way he's been running. I feel like going shotgun and handing it to him, which is what they ended up. Oh, actually, they ended up going a read option with Josh Allen and ended up picking up the first down, tackled by Bobby McCain. It's 26 isn't Bobby McCain. Who's 26 then? Is it Clayton Geathers? It might be. I thought 27 was Clayton Geathers, but I might be wrong there. So they go read option there. He ends up getting tackled by Bobby McCain, and they end up picking the first down. I really didn't expect. I mean, unexpected. Expected to hand it off to Madison there, and it didn't happen. I love the way the Mountain West have utilized both their backs. I know I've loved how the Americans done it so far too, and using Marlon Mack and Antonio Gibson. But I don't know, it seems way more productive when the Saints do it for some reason. So Josh Allen goes empty set here. They bring a blitz, and he goes a quick dump off to Hollister, but he ends up dropping it, which is, I mean, a little bit disappointing. It's been all Jacob Hollister here early, though. He's been really carrying this offense. You had Davante Adams has 4 catches at this point. Rashard Higgins has 2. Michael Gallup has 0. So, yeah, really, it has been a lot of Jacob Hollister early on. Rashard Penny and Alexander Madison, I thought the running game was one of their weakest parts of their game, but they've been both extremely solid here early on for this Mountain West offense. I think this is going to be a pass. Actually, never mind. I'm an idiot. It's a run with Alexander Madison. Quickly stuffed, though, by number 22, which is William Jackson III. William Jackson III also has a sack in the game. So their corners is probably their strength, I would say. You have players like Shaquille Griffin and A.J. Boye and William Jackson III. A lot of great players in their secondary, so I'm really kind of interested. 3rd and 8, though. Big-time play. I think you got to go to Jacob Hollister here. They actually go screen. He has to just throw it into the ground as he's about to be sacked. And it's just the defensive line has been absolutely eating against this offensive line. Whenever they go like a screen pass or something, it's hard to complete, or you can't complete it. But they've really been all over the quarterback here early on. That was Ed Oliver that time. Which is interesting because I believe he's the number 3 defensive tackle on the team. So Corey Bojorquez is out to punt this ball away. They decided not to take the extra long field goal and hope to pin the American Steelers inside their own 10. And, well, not going to happen, but they do pin it at the 12. Decent, solid punt by Corey Bojorquez. So Kyle Allen retakes the field. I don't know. I was very impressed with Kyle early on, but they've yet to score, really, since they scored those 3 points early on. Early on in the second quarter, I meant to say. I think you got to go back to what was succeeding before, and that was a lot of Cole Beasley, a heavy dose of Cole Beasley. I don't know if they figured out a way to lock down Cole Beasley, or if they're just deciding to go away from him. Whatever it is, you need to figure out how to get Cole more involved, because that's when your offense was clicking. So they bring a blitz here. He has time. He throws it over the middle. So I believe that time it is to Jordan Akins. Picks up a huge play. I believe 20 yards on the ground on that play. Almost, I think a little bit over 20, but yeah. Big-time play by Jordan Akins. He hasn't been really utilized except for that first play, and he ends up being a huge playmaker here. Gets it all the way to, 30-yard line? What did he say? 34-yard line. So, again, big play by Jordan Akins. And a guy that you didn't really expect to be making big plays here. Jordan Akins has 2 catches. Robbie Anderson has 0 for some reason. He throws it short, dump off little pass to, I believe that's Antonio. Wait, actually, 30 is not Gibson. Who is 30? Who is 30? But it picks up the first down. 30 isn't. I thought 36 was Gibson for some reason. I'm just going out of my mind. I don't know what's happening. But, again, Gibson been rather helpful. So they bring 2 tight ends here, Jordan Akins and obviously Travis Kelce. So they go run here. And he's just absolutely obliterated. Absolutely destroyed as Marlon Mack. He hasn't been able to get anything going on the ground. It's just Bobby Wagner is just, he's everywhere on the run game. He hasn't been really that helpful in the passing game, but man, has he been able to stop this run. Antonio Gibson's the only running back that's been able to have any success really on the ground. So Kyle Allen goes shotgun here. He takes the snap. He steps back to throw. He throws it short underneath. So I believe that was Antonio Gibson. It's going to be the 2-minute warning. So, Steelers they give the Mountain West after halftime. It's a 7-point game still. So, wouldn't say no to a field goal here. But 3rd and 5, you need to pick up this first down. Otherwise, you're going to give the Mountain West and Josh Allen time to do a 2-minute drill, which you wouldn't want, and get the ball after halftime. So they send Gibson, looks like, so they can have a 5-wide scenario. Kyle Allen takes a snap. Mountain West bring a little bit of blitz. He fires it over the middle, complete down the field. So I believe that's Jordan Akins again. A big part of this drive. 3rd catch for Jordan Akins for 45 yards. That's more, by the way, than I believe Travis Kelce has in this game, which was a big mistake last year. They didn't get the ball very much to Travis Kelce. They haven't been doing that a lot this year, but man, it's working though this year. They just leave Jordan Akins wide the heck open. I guess they're super focused on Travis Kelce, but Jordan Akins has just been eating here early on. In the later half of the second quarter. Early on, it's just Cole Beasley, all Cole Beasley. And I got to think you got to go back to that game. So as I say that, Cole Beasley makes his first catch of the second quarter. 9 yards on the play. 5 catches for 64 yards for Cole Beasley. As I was saying, he's been productive. I don't know why you're going away from that if you're this offense. I understand you want to spread it around, and your number 1 receiver, Robbie Anderson, has yet to catch a pass, and that's not great. You normally want your number 1 receiver catching passes early on, but Cole Beasley's been eating, and I feel like you got to go to him. So they actually decided to go pass here. Kyle Allen has that forever in the pocket. He scrambles out to his right. He throws it way downfield, all the way down to the 2-yard line, and Kyle Allen is right there to tie this ball game. Emmanuel Sanders this time making the catch, and he could have easily scrambled out there, and he decides to throw a bullet down to Emmanuel Sanders. Turns out to be the right play, and man, is this offense cooking with gas the latter half of the second quarter. They could tie this ball game. This could be a 10-10 game going into halftime, although the Steelers call a timeout, which I don't really understand the clock management decision there. You have 3. I'd be fine with a little bit of clock ticking off because, I don't know, Josh Allen has a pretty big arm. He has some pretty big deep threats in Davante Adams and Michael Gallup. So, I don't know. I'd be trying to waste as much time here as possible. So they bring a fullback, Bruce Miller, onto the field. I believe it's going to be Marlon Mack time here. They're just going to try it up the middle a whole bunch of times. But he stopped on the edge. They do a little bit of a run to the outside, and he is quickly met by, I believe, Bobby Wagner, again, making a big-time play. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and Bobby Wagner's proving that here tonight. They need to stop. If you don't want to, you want to enter the halftime with a lead, you got to make a stop here. They go goal line here, bring 3 tight ends out, fullback, and obviously Marlon Mack. They go run here, and again, Bobby Wagner is in on the tackle, and it's not Marlon Mack. They bring in Latavius Murray, who is their primary, he's their primary power runner. He's the power running back for this team, and Latavius Murray, 3 rushes, 0 yards. It just proves run defense has been really good early on for this Mountain West Saints team. Dang it. I forget to mess with the controller and it goes on pause. I don't know if you run it here again. You've gone nowhere 2 times in a row. They actually go run with Bruce Miller, and he's quickly tackled by, I believe, DeMarcus Lawrence, which is number 90. They're going to have to go for a field goal here with Matthew Prater. Actually, Malik Reed, player that you haven't heard a lot of early on, making a big-time play near the goal line against Bruce Miller. And 4th and goal, I mean, this is a win. If you're the Mountain West Saints, you're forcing them to a field goal. You still have the lead hanging into halftime. But again, if they're able to punch it in down here just one time, you're going to be in trouble if you're the Mountain West Saints. 10-6 ball game. 28 seconds left in the half. I don't know if Josh Allen and the Saints are going to feel like doing much, really. But, I mean, it's possible they could end up trying to throw this ball down the field. So, I'll see what the decision is here for the Mountain West. Do you just take this 10-6 lead into halftime and then get the ball after halftime? Or do you want to extend this lead? Because, I mean, there's benefits of both. If you come out of halftime and the American defense figured out how to stop you, they get the ball back quickly, it's not good. But you also risk turnover here if you try to go for something big. But again, Rashad Penny's putting you in pretty significant, pretty good field position with the 30-yard line, 24 seconds left in the quarter. Josh Allen's going to take the field. Davante Adams has got the... I mean, this is a 99 overall player. Normally, 99 overall players make their mark on the game. Look at Bobby Wagner. He's not a 99 overall player. I don't believe so. He's making his mark on the game. Davante Adams really isn't. And I think that has a lot to do with how well the defense has been with Shaquil Griffin and A.J. Boye and William Jackson III covering him. But you still need to win these matchups if you're Davante Adams. Josh Allen, he's going to throw a screen, but he's sacked. He's sacked by Matthew Ioannidis. And I feel like if you're the Mountain West Saints, you just take this into halftime. It's okay. The Mountain West Saints can take this into halftime now. They were trying to do a little screen pass to Rashad Penny. Didn't work. It's time for halftime. Actually, it's Alexander Madison. I don't know why I thought it was Rashad Penny. Matthew Ioannidis has also been... He's been feasting on the inside. I believe that's his 2nd sack of the game. And I've been really impressed with how these 2 teams have been playing here. But this is the end of the game. Hey, everybody. This is GGB Coach Pupper saying adios, amigos. Hey, everybody. This is GGB Coach Pupper saying don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Every like is another win that the Jets get next year. So don't make Puppers sad. Make Puppers happy and give the Jets wins. They're free. They just hit that little button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button too so you can see some more amazing content coming your way. But hey everybody, this is GGB Coach Puppers saying adios amigos.